Live? Okay. This is the Tuftonboro Board of Selectmen's meeting for Monday, April 6th, 2026. We opened the meeting at the police station. We had a walkthrough with the contractor and our new selectman. And we continued the meeting here, which we immediately went into non-public. And so therefore I'm going to make a motion to come out of non-public.
And I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay. So to continue the selectmen's meeting, I'd like to open up with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And our selectmen's meeting that we opened up at the police station was posted as a legal meeting, just for the record. All right. And so we've had a call to order, police station walkthrough, non-public. Public input, we have no members of the public here. So we move on to the approval of the minutes. And we have no minutes to approve.
We'll come back to that.
Okay. Appointments are 4:45 for Parks and Rec, 5 o'clock road agent. Since it's kind of early for them, we'll take care of some regular business. That being the consent calendar to start with. This week our consent calendar contains, let's see.
Do you have that list printed? Consent calendar?
Looks like a contract for furniture for the locker room. Evidence room. Workstation in the evidence room. More cabinets in the evidence room. More cabinets in the evidence room. This looks like all evidence room furniture. Have you had a chance to look through that?
I did not see this one. Yeah. It wasn't in there on
Thank you.
Quite a list.
Thursday, yeah. Is this one of the vendors they've already worked with?
I don't
At the police station, or is
believe
this
it's.
a new vendor?
I believe it's a new vendor. I don't recognize this name anywhere. Ashley, do you know if this is a vendor that we've worked with
For
before?
the cabinets?
Yeah.
It's the previously approved vendor. It's a update to the quote for additional cabinetry.
Thank you.
Good. Okay, do you have any questions or concerns about this one?
No.
All right. The next one is from Reed Mechanical, who's the mechanical contractor at the police station. Looks like there's a change order for occupancy sensors in the staff and public toilet. The occupancy sensors are tied to the energy recovery ventilation system to initiate the system's boost mode. Bathroom fan.
Yes.
So people don't leave it on. There's an automatic occupancy sensor, so it turns itself on and off. That's for $1,090.80.
Okay.
We've got a notice of intent to excavate in Mountain Shadows. We've got another notice of intent to excavate on Federal Corner Road. Gravel tax levy, $17.28. Permanent application for property tax credit or exemption. This is veterans tax credit. Tri-County Cap. Tri-County Cap is looking for a request of an approved budget allocation of $5,551.
It's a thank you. It's a thank you. They're asking for the check, which is why it's in consent. They're asking for the check to be sent.
paid.
It's already been paid.
Yeah, it's all set.
Okay,
Yeah. They
Yeah.
must have crossed them.
and the second paragraph is a thank you note.
Okay, yeah, that's when I scanned it.
Okay, so this has already been budgeted, approved, and paid.
Yes.
Okay, so shouldn't this be in correspondence rather than, okay. Another notice of intent to excavate. Same property, a second notice of intent to excavate. Why don't we have two notices?
There's a couple of different
Two
maps.
different properties.
There's a bunch.
Same owner, two different properties.
Correct.
This is property tax, excavation tax assessment, $73.46 for the same properties. $7.12 excavation tax assessment. Making bank on these, huh? Notice of intent to cut timber. Looks like a current use request. A summary of forest stewardship plan for current use assessment.
All the minutes that you received electronically?
Thank you.
Thanks, Ash.
This is a second stewardship plan for current use. Institutional exemption for Second Christian Church. It's something that we do every year. Same thing with Tuftonboro Grange Hall, institutional exemption.
All of those are due by April 15th.
Okay. And administrative abatement for for 2025 tax payment. It looks like we have a note from our tax assessor. These are fees for lien notice that got paid after posting, but before the certified letter went out. Okay. So it's
They've been paid.
yeah, they've been paid.
Yeah, I put a summary on the front for you on that.
Total of $140.44 to 6 separate property owners, and they're all in the $20 range for each one. Do you have any questions or concerns about any of these?
My only question would be for the veterans tax. Did we confirm they were qualified for the veterans tax?
They do
Or
have to
they
bring
have to go
in,
through?
I don't remember the number of the form for
DD
my discharge.
DD 214?
Yeah, reflecting that it's honorable, and then the town also, the town assessor also checks that how long they've lived in town, how long they've lived in state, etc.
Great.
So, yes,
And they're qualified?
yes.
Yes,
Thank
okay.
you.
I don't double check it, I assume.
Okay, all right, so I'm gonna make a motion that we approve and sign all 17 items in the consent calendar.
And I second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. I'm gonna park that down here and sign that one, have a little extra time. Consent, action items. Action items is the longevity memo. Schedule work session to interview the Board of Selectmen candidates. Award an audit contract and domestic partner health insurance. So, what do we have for documentation supporting these?
Oh,
I only have one, the longevity.
sorry, I'm just drop everything.
In short,
Do you remember the audit you opened,
yes,
was that at the meeting at the townhouse?
yes.
So I have 2 more that have come in, and
You mean the audit bids?
yes.
Yes.
We budgeted 12,000 based on Robertson Green.
Yeah.
And they came in at 60,000.
Yeah,
So I found 2 firms through the municipal managers, and these are their bids, which are significantly less. The top one, I'm not going to try to pronounce their name, the pianist, they have,
Plodzik and Sanderson.
say it again.
Plodzik.
Plodzik?
That's how I would pronounce it.
Nice, okay. They do a lot of towns. I think when I spoke to them, they could come out and do it in August. And
So you, these technically aren't bids. These were direct solicits, correct?
correct,
Okay.
because I don't know how the town could possibly afford $60,000.
No,
No.
no. And I don't recall, refresh my memory, did we reject those bids? Did we formally reject the bids that came in?
No.
We took no action. Okay. I'd be, have a seat. I would just be concerned about taking action on a direct solicit after a bid has been opened in public, that no action was taken on the bids. Before I vote on this, I'm going to ask you to run that through town attorney.
Okay.
If we had taken action and rejected those bids because we had the option to reject them for any reason, that wouldn't be a problem. But we didn't reject them, and they were opened in public. Those amounts were on YouTube. They were published, and these direct solicits came in after the fact. So I think that would put these people at an advantage by knowing what the bidders had bid. I may be wrong in my opinion, but I would like you to I'd like to get a legal opinion on that before I vote on this.
Okay.
Under those conditions. Do you concur?
I do concur. If we didn't close out the bids, is there any other, is it still open for bidding, or the bidding was
There was a
closed?
deadline.
Okay.
There was a
So
deadline
that
for submission of bids.
Okay. Because I
Um,
think the bids that we did get, they were 400% higher than what we paid.
Oh, absolutely. There's no way that we
Outrageous.
could. There's no way that we could do that. We just don't have the budget for it.
No.
But we didn't reject the bids
Right.
before these were direct solicited. So I think that might cause a problem, unless our attorney says okay.
Okay.
If our attorney says okay, then I'll be more than happy to vote on these.
Okay.
All right. Actually, I'm going to keep these because I like to read them. The longevity pay memo. For a little bit of history, back in January of 2025, the selectmen voted to not give a longevity pay to elected members of the town for multiple reasons. But last year, last December, one of our elected members caught us off guard, and nobody remembered the conversation. Nobody remembered the vote back in January. So we said, "The hell with it. We're not fighting it. Give them their longevity pay this year, and we'll deal with it after the first of the year." So this is dealing with it. There's an inter-office memo that's reminding all of our elected people that they are not getting longevity pay. So come December, don't come asking for it. And they're all going to sign off on it again.
I think that, I can't picture the memo, sorry, I didn't look at everything today. So is there a signature for them?
There is not a signature line. But if we're going to, because this situation happened, I think that we need to,
Okay, I can ask them
I think we need to have a
piece
signature line.
out. All right.
So,
So
this,
do both of you want to initial that, and I'll attach an acknowledgement form?
yeah, do you want me to read this out?
It's up to you.
This memo serves as an official notification of the discussion by the current Board of Selectmen on Monday, March 16th, 2026, which affirms that all elected officials, including but not limited to the town clerk, tax collector, road agent, and selectmen, comma after road agent, are not eligible for longevity pay under the on-file personnel policy date January 8th, 2024, not 2025, sorry, January 8th, 2024. And there's an excerpt below of that paragraph. Although we recognize that this policy has caused confusion in the past, we are drawing a line on the calendar to enforce the policy, which has been properly approved on file, comma after on file, and with individually signed receipts of the personnel policy and employee files. All employees are responsible for the content of the personnel policy in its entirety based on their signature of receipt of the same. Just for the record, I'm going to make a motion that that the selectmen concur with this memorandum.
Yes, I concur. And
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. We're scheduling a work session to interview Board of Selectmen candidates. In our non-public, Selectman Dancy and I reviewed all of our applicants, and we narrowed it down to 2 applicants. And we're going to invite those 2 applicants in for a work session to interview them personally before we make a decision. And when we make that decision, the decision will be announced publicly. And let's see, award the audit contract, we just talked about that. And domestic partner health insurance, I received the emailed memo about that, and that's about whether we want to add domestic partners as beneficiaries of health insurance, or additionally insured, I think is probably the better word.
And I think that I took the title right off the form. I guess that right now we do have one employee who pays for their spouse because elected. So the town clerk is elected, and as part of her accepting the position, she negotiated with the selectmen at that time to get health insurance. And she pays 100% of her husband's health insurance. So the town does not pay her husband at all. So I think the selectmen would want to consider something like that, because I don't know how many employees have that situation and what it would cost the town. And it's absolutely not built into this year's budget at all.
I need a lot more information before I can vote on this.
Okay, so what kind of information do you need?
Is there any precedent that's been set previously?
By other towns, by,
No, here in Tufton. I don't care what other towns do in this case. I just want to talk about Tufton Borough. And we're using the term domestic partner. That sounds a little bit different than what you're describing. You're describing someone who's married, a wife and a husband, I presume?
yeah, but it's similar, because he's not covered under our personnel policy. So we would want to, I think, my approach would be to address it in the personnel policy and then open it up so that you already have it defined, how much, if any, the town's going to cover. And
Well, the person that works for the town is a full-time employee,
yes,
and they're eligible for the family plan?
yeah, they're eligible.
And how do we treat other employees that have the family plan?
They are married.
They're married. Yeah, so you said husband in this particular case.
Yeah, that was the example with
Oh,
Jen.
that's an example.
That's an example with Jen.
Okay,
town clerk.
all right. I think they,
Is there a certain amount of years a domestic partner becomes, like, certain states have where after 10
yeah,
years of living together, you're technically,
yeah, I don't know if New Hampshire has such a
I
thing.
don't think they
Hampshire
have
state is
common
like
law
that.
marriage,
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you, that's the term that
Common law
we were both
marriage,
looking
yes.
for, common law
Thank you.
marriage. I'd wanna, yeah, I need to know more about precedent.
So Health Trust offers it. I called Health Trust and I think I forwarded you their documents. Did I forward those to you? Saying.
I don't remember
someone's
seeing
gonna-
them.
This is gonna be a topic because, they have a form to add a domestic partner. It can be, different or same gender.
Yeah,
And then they also have the form to take them off. That's,
same or different gender is not my concern. My
Yeah.
concern is somebody abusing this policy. If they have a move-in boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it, and they're only together for a year or so, and they say, "Oh, this is my domestic partner." Are they only doing that to get the insurance? I think that there needs. I think that there needs to be some kind of a legal definition of.
what did you find, Ashley? 3 years?
3 years. Under RSA 457, section 39.
What's proof of marriage mean?
Cohabitation, etc. Persons cohabitating and acknowledging each other as husband and wife are generally reputed to be such for the period of 3 years unless the deceased is one of them and therefore deemed to be married. So unless someone dies, 3 years. But it's not a common law, which is usually 7. But I think further clarification would be good. before
Yeah.
voting on it.
yes.
Further clarification. I'm not opposed, but I want to make sure we're doing it right, and that we're not opening up the door for abuse. We're not in a hurry. There's no time component for this, is there?
No, I think from a financial point of view, if you're gonna have the employee pay for it 100%,
Mm-hmm.
then why would they abuse it? They wouldn't wanna,
Well, see, that's a piece of information.
they wouldn't wanna put that money.
Right,
Right.
right, right. Well, then, to your point, I don't see any reason why not. Then, if they're paying for it
If
100%.
they're paying for it 100%, would that up anything from our health insurance? Or that
And
would just
no,
be?
I checked the town's liability or expense, yeah.
Mhm.
So the town wouldn't pay anything, it would be just like the town clerk. They would pay for 100% of their additional people.
So there's our precedent.
Mhm.
We've allowed it in the past. They're paying 100%, no cost to the town,
Right,
no budget impact.
right.
I think if there's no cost to the town, then it's essentially the employee's decision to add their.
Yeah. Now, what about COBRA? What if this person leaves employment at the town? How would COBRA affect that? Would that affect just the employee, or would COBRA also carry over to
It would carry over to them too,
them too?
because that relationship would be broken with the town.
Again, they'd be paying. Well, I don't want to jump the gun.
Okay? You want to think about it for a couple weeks, that's fine?
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
then table it to,
yeah, yeah. I think we can table this. I'm in favor of it, but I just want to make sure that we do it right and not open up the town to any kind of liability. That's all.
okay.
All right. Okay, I think that closes out action items.
We're gonna circle back to public.
Huh?
We're gonna circle back to public. comment.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Dennis is here. Come on up, Dennis. Parks and Recreation. Dennis, have you met Jenny
No, I
yet? Okay,
Yes, you have.
With
Let's
my-
shake your hand again anyways. Good to see you,
Her husband
Dennis.
was in my basketball program.
okay.
And we had a chat the other day here.
And you know that she's going to be the selectman's representative to the
I'm
Parks and Rec?
excited. I'm excited to have a selectman at our meeting.
Excellent,
I
excellent,
hope
good.
you're listening, Chip. All right,
Good, good,
you
good.
ready to go?
Everybody's happy,
Yeah,
good. How you doing?
I'm good. I got a cold, but
All right,
what are you gonna do?
all right, I won't kiss you then.
Yeah, so tomorrow night we meet. Jenna's gonna be there. We welcome her at 5 o'clock. It'll be great. We got a good commission, and we built it up over the years. Bob was there for a while with us, and we got 8 members. I think it's good. Yeah, they're pretty active, so that's good. We had the Easter egg hunt Saturday. Saturday was a long day for me. I
bet
got
it
there
was.
7 in the
You
morning.
picked the best day of the weekend, that's for sure.
Boy, it was baking
Full-
up there.
full
It was
sun.
nice. It was nice. The sun was really baking down on us nice. And then I had concert that night. So we had 3 age groups, 5 and under, 6 to 8, and then 9 and above. And we roughly had 50 or so in each group. I hate this. We had 4,000 eggs. I stuffed 3,000, which tells you that I have a boring life. And then, we had golden eggs, and then we had, all kinds of contests, pass the bunny, and egg toss, and bunny hop races. And I got to thank Camp Sentinel, Kevin and his staff were awesome. He has a whole crew of teenagers that they have like a leadership club, and to put 4,000 eggs out, it's quite a treat. So they did that pretty good, and we thank them. It's probably been, I think maybe the 4th or 5th year we've been going up there, and they like it because a lot of people don't even know what Camp Sentinel is, so they get to see that.
The exposure.
We had our winter concert Saturday night, and unlike the other years, we've had pretty good crowds. We've had crowds in the 30s, great entertainment. 2 weeks ago, Callan Ramsey, when she ended, got a standing ovation with Chuck Farrell. What a guitarist he is. And Brian Healy, Hastings was this past week. We had another guy with him, and they were good. So, yeah, we're going to continue that with the townhouse. Speaking of the townhouse, and I mentioned it a little bit to Audrey, one of the guys at the concert was Bubba Bowley, our plumber. And he was walking out and he says, so how's the water? I put a new bladder in or something. And remember, of course, my goal is to use that townhouse as much as I can.
Yeah,
And we've always had issues that you can't use it, blah, blah, blah. And again, my goal is to get a fridge and a stove there so we can have potluck dinners and Super Bowl parties and you name it. So I just need to know where that stands. What he did, is that going to allow me to use that more?
no different than before, all he did was change the blue pressure tank.
Okay, so the pressure was good with the water.
Yeah.
But what was the issue before? Was it sewage or something?
I believe so.
I checked with the code officer after you spoke to me, and the septic can't handle the dishes, the kitchen. It's an old building, and he said absolutely no stove in that.
Who said that?
Jack. And
Well, let me get a dot and I got a poster upstairs, how to kill ideas. All we're trying to do is create more programs here.
No, I
We
get
use
it.
that we don't have a lot of facilities in this town.
No, we don't.
And that's one of them. And it's a shame we can't use it more.
I mean, we don't have any problem on election day with the toilets.
There's only 2 toilets there.
Yeah.
you could put it on the list for Jack. There was some, I think I might have made some notes in the folder. Do you have a folder, Bob, called reminders or?
Nudges.
Nudges?
Nudges.
Oh, this is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Here I am looking through my green folder.
No, it's not in.
Nope, not in here.
So, yeah, I asked a couple people, and I'll just be the bad guy, but it's not built or equipped for that. I think if you needed to go forward with having a sink and dishes, that is a different impact on a septic system than just toilets. And I'm not gonna argue you because I am not a code officer and I don't understand septic. But it would be a plan that would get put together, and any improvements could then be brought to town meeting. But another thing that
It's ridiculous.
people are
In a
upset
small town like this, you got a facility like that, you should be able to use it. Use it for voting.
Well,
There's
I-
2 toilets.
I don't have a problem with using the thing for events, but using kitchen facilities, that's not a proper kitchen. That's just
No, I'm just saying.
rinsing
if
out a
you're gonna
coffee
have
pot or something like that.
You need a fridge and you need a stove to warm stuff up. If you haven't,
Yeah, a fridge and a stove, I don't think is going to happen. But as far if it can be self-contained, bring a
Right,
hot
you
plate or
have
something,
hot plate
bring
or the
dish,
boilers.
bring dishes home. I think that would be acceptable. But putting a stove and a refrigerator up there, I don't think that's going to fly.
forget it.
What would be the issue with the refrigerator? Just
Food service. And I think that goes into Jack's domain. Once you start serving food, then you get into public health, and you have to have certain conditions, certain sinks.
I'm not sure about fire either.
Yeah,
The other concern in that building, I had 2 complaints about when you go in the front, I call it the front door, so the room to the left has a lot of things that you've been parking
I
there.
could, yeah, my stuff, yeah, and I'm gonna get them out of there. The
So,
winter's over. But,
okay,
I mean, I got a trailer up at the dump filled with stuff. You see my office is a junkyard. Downstairs is a junkyard. I got a lot of stuff. It just, I didn't want to leave them down at the beach because we had break-ins and they stole my pop-ups 2 years ago.
I remember that.
So I will put them up there.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're gonna use that room for, what are they using that room for?
they actually want to put some of the election things there and have that locked because Jen has to carry everything for every election right now.
I'm gonna retire early, that's it.
And the
You can use that building for events. It's just the food service, I think, is the issue.
Forget it.
Think about it. If you can do food self-contained,
Yeah.
The other complaint I had.
Let me just go on. Cornhole starts May
You could have a
20th.
food truck or something that would eliminate any food
Oh, that's a
inside.
good idea.
You can have, we have food truck vendors that are locals in Tuftonboro. Having somebody come use paper plates.
I'll just go through my list. Cornhole starts May 20th. CPR starts May 5th. Second Old Home Days Committee, the third Planning Committee is the 15th at the library at 6 o'clock. We hired a beach monitor, Dave Borowski. Seems like a quality guy.
Excuse me, I need an application and forms. I need him to come in and give me forms, and I need a copy of his application.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
This is for the public hearing. He told me to just put it in paper. Adult dodgeball, we got 2 more dates. Concert sponsors, I'm up to $4,050. I need $4,800. So I got on the line, I got some guarantees, so I think we'll hit that goal.
did you ever call Wood Nichols Band?
Yeah, I checked with them, and I'm leaving an opening for the the actual town picnic. So we're not gonna go another concert, but I talked to Calvin Ramsey. He thought they might be together. Calvin Ramsey didn't think they were defunct, so.
I know the drummer.
You do?
Yeah, and that's he said that they're not doing lots of events, but he said they might do one-offs, one here, one there.
Yeah.
That's why I said call. Worst thing they'll do is say no.
We'll check with them. They're good. I
50-50
know they're
shot.
good. No, I know. Family Fun Day is May 29th. Seems like we're kind of taking that over. The leadership is on their way out, so it's unfortunate they got no one else to take their place, both Jessica Reisner and Laurel. This is their last hurrah, so.
For what's this again?
This is the family fun day we do with the school. It's on a Friday night. It's May 29th. And we're kind of like changing it up. It's more carnival games, book fair, field games, and then we're doing stuff with the parents. Tug of war, egg toss, catch the parent, that type of stuff. So we kind of, I just feel bad that no one's jumping in and taking the leadership on that after this year. So, and National Night Out again is going to be October 6th. That's all I have. Any questions?
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dennis.
See you tomorrow, Dennis.
Yeah.
Next is road agent. He's not here yet.
Are you here for public comment?
No, I just wanted to.
Just wanted to hang out with us.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave now probably.
Oh.
You just got here.
No, I got cows and everything else to take care of up there.
All right. Let's see. Oh, minutes. We just need these to me.
Who's gonna be going for the liaison for the agricultural commission?
We're gonna decide that when we have a third selectman, which we haven't decided yet.
Can we have a name?
Oh, your name. You asked a question in public, so we just like your name for the record, that's all.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your last
Bob
name.
Carley.
Carly. Got it? Thank you. Nice to meet you, Bob.
Road agent has arrived, so right on time, so come on up. Come on up, Jim. Have you met Jenna Dancy yet, our new
I
selectman?
did.
Yes.
How are you?
Good to see you.
you.
So, we'll copy of that.
Yours and Rick.
Okay.
So Jim, we made a comparison of your new rates and your old rates when we get to that, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Since January 1st, 2026, we've been out plowing and/or treating 40 times. We came into January with an empty sand shed from a very busy December, especially after the ice storm at the end of December that cleaned out the sand and salt bins. The sand shed is still not full, but has enough to finish the season and start next December. In between,
In the salt shed, how much salt do you have in the salt shed?
just one truckload, which we got today.
Does that harden over the summer? How does the humidity affect that?
It can. It gets a crust on the top usually, but it's supposed to snow tonight, or tomorrow, possibly. And it's like, I think we gotta have something. I can still get more sand and mix it with the sand and put it away, so I can use it.
It's not going to sit there over summer and turn into a big chunk of.
Well, we usually
A
don't
big
let
rock?
that. Yeah, well, we try not to.
Okay.
Yeah, we usually, it won't take long to use it up when we mix sand. We just haul in some truckloads of sand and mix it and put it away. But in between plowing and treating, we hauled in winter sand, pushed back snow bankings. Sodom Road has fallen apart like we thought it would. If you remember last year at this time, I told the selectmen that we were in trouble with Sodom Road because the top coat was delaminating from the base coat. Well, that road is now in such disrepair, I think we may have missed out on the window of top coating it. I am meeting with a paving company next week to see what their opinion is and what it will cost. My opinion is it will need full depth reclamation, FDR. This is a method where the entire thickness of the existing pavement is pulverized, mixed, and reused in place to create a new stabilized base.
I remember the conversation, we were talking about shimming it, not top coat.
Well, what we got a price for last fall was to shim and top coat it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talked about not knowing where we were gonna get the culvert money from. There was supposed to be some money coming in from culverts, we understood.
Yeah, the culvert process is underway,
Yep.
and we have the grant, and we get approved for the money that we have to pay for.
Oh, we did?
Yes.
Okay,
That
so that's
happened.
going right along.
If you were at town meeting, you would have known that. So the culvert work is gonna happen.
Good.
I don't think we're top coating that until the culvert work is done, because that's what we talked about.
Correct.
But I believe the other two selectmen and I were in favor of shimming it.
Doing a shim coat to get through.
Shimming those bad areas to get us through till next year, where we can put it,
Well, we were hoping the top coat would go down in the fall if we could get the money in time to get the
yeah, no,
culvert work done.
I think you're just shimming it this year.
But we're not gonna have the culvert money in time, you're thinking?
No, we're gonna have the culvert money, but we only have enough, we only put aside, I think it was $100,000 for Sodom Road, for any paving.
Okay.
And,
That's funny, because my notes were a little bit different, but, yeah, because this is what we got for estimates. Right there. And we talked about doing,
Yeah,
New
half
road?
inch drag shim, $98,303. I think if I recall correctly, the three selectmen said, yeah, we can shim it,
Isn't-
but we're not paving it until after the culvert work
okay,
is done.
that's Sodom. Yeah, because that's supposed to be a total of 431,000.
Yeah, that's not in the budget. You got 98, you budgeted $100,000 for Sodom Road. That'll allow you to shim.
To do a half inch, which may not be enough. May not be thick
It's-
enough this year.
That's what you gotta work with.
Okay.
You're gonna be shimming
It's
until.
gonna be thin.
Yeah,
It's
well,
gonna be a problem again. I think we're gonna have problems again with that road. Okay. So we continue to fill potholes in Sodom, but the coal patch is so thin, it has trouble staying down. And more dead trees have been cut and cleaned up. Down trees over the winter have been cleaned up. Potholes and dirt roads have been filled, but they're continuous. It's not like one and done. Road postings for the weight limits in Ossipee and Wolfboro are planning to end at the end of the week. I was planning as well, if the selectmen are in agreement.
well, you know how I feel about road postings.
You like them?
No. So as far as I'm concerned, you can take down the signs yesterday, but we'll put it to a vote that I'll make a motion that we take down the road postings as soon as the road agent feels is practical.
And I second that.
Okay,
Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
good. All right, so they'll be coming down into the week.
Good.
Great.
Thank you.
Yep.
I noticed that the sidewalk has been repaired back here.
Oh, yeah.
You guys took care of the sidewalk?
Yeah, and we kind of cleaned up some of the damage around here and there.
Excellent, thank you.
Yep.
Appreciate that. That
We're
helps.
just waiting for the snow to melt.
I know. It seems to have been a lot of damage this year.
There was, but we had to move snow so many times too. And I think some of it was when the tractor came in and pushed back too. You know,
Okay,
didn't help it for sure.
yep. But you're owning the damage that you guys,
It happens every year,
I
but
know.
this year was probably worse than normal. Well, you know, we plowed 40 times, you know, that's a
Yep.
lot. Maybe, you know, maybe not 40 times because it was plow and treating because we had the ice storms and whatnot, but we were out 40 times, which is more than usual.
Was this more sand than the typical year
Oh, yeah,
with
yep,
all the ice
for sure,
too?
yep. And I don't know if you remember, but in December, I think we plowed, it started actually November 16th, if I remember right. And from then to the first, we plowed, I think 29 times. That's a lot.
it is a lot.
So for the season, you add that, 29 with the 40, that's probably double what we normally do.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Somebody mentioned a lot of sand damage at the library parking lot. Did you guys work on that at all? Did you guys do any cleaning up over there?
So we didn't pick up any sand because what usually happens is Corey comes in and he blows the sand from the edges of the lawn and whatnot onto the driveway, and then we have the street sweeper come in and he picks it all up, which has, been that way for many years now.
Okay.
Yep.
But there's no damage.
Well, there was one area that we had to fill back in where the snowbank gets built up.
Yeah.
It's kind of more in front of the library, and the tractor came and pushed it and got a little deep, a little bit in one spot, just off the pavement.
But you guys are taking care of that?
Yeah, it's already been filled. Yep,
Awesome.
yep.
Excellent. Thank you.
We raked it back in and then we topped it off a little bit, but, it was just the width of the bucket and probably, 4 or 5 feet long,
Okay.
but it's
Good.
been filled. Yep.
Thank you. Any progress on the building?
As far as starting anything on it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm, I don't know if you've talked to Josh.
No,
Heyman.
I haven't.
Okay, yeah, so I think he's trying to give you a final figure. As far as I've been told, he's in charge,
Okay.
which is great. I'm all for that.
And who is Josh? Sorry, I don't.
He's the framer who built the police station. He's a carpenter in town.
Okay.
Yep. just
Did a
nice work.
great job on the police station.
Yeah.
Is it Hayman Construction?
Yeah.
Josh Hayman?
Yeah, Josh Heyman. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So the last I talked to him was, he had to present some numbers to you, I believe.
Yeah.
We're still
Yep.
waiting for plumbing numbers.
Yeah. It's not
Okay.
complete yet.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Is there a place where those numbers are? Sorry, I just have.
Yes, Audrey
Audrey
has
those.
what we have so far, but we don't present them until they're complete.
Okay. Well, you've seen them, correct?
I've seen some of the
As
numbers,
chair.
yeah.
Can
We've
I?
only seen framing to date.
Oh,
Yeah, we haven't seen the different pieces.
But as
Well, we saw septic design, but
when you have a general contractor come in that does multiple phases of construction, that they manage it similar to what Chris is doing at the police station. He can give us what he has for now, just so you know, but we can't make any decisions on it until it's
Of course,
complete.
Right. I just don't want to feel like I get presented at all.
Oh, you want to be left
After
out?
you've
Right,
seen
right,
it
right. Yeah.
Many months.
No, that's
so
fine.
Just making sure. I
Yeah,
wasn't in the loop.
Audrey will show you anything that we have already.
Great, thank you.
A question came up at town meeting, and I got to say I agree with the question. The 10-wheeler. Why do we have a 10-wheeler? For years, we never had one. We used pickup trucks and one tons.
because it's much slower. And every town around here has 10-wheelers now. Every town around us.
Yeah, I know. I don't care what other towns do, but
Well, you'd have to replace it with 2 6-wheelers, and then you'd have to have 2 drivers to do the same job.
right.
I don't see that being beneficial.
No, but another way to look at it too is now that we have a 10-wheeler and you bring your 10-wheeler along too, is now we have to enlarge a building to accommodate a truck. So it's not
It
only
was too small even before, to be honest with you.
it worked for 30 years.
Yeah, not well. I mean, you're probably only talking 3 feet difference on the length of a truck between the 10-wheeler and the 6-wheeler. I mean, the 6-wheelers have a 10-foot body, and our 10-wheelers have a 13-foot body. And you have 2 axles, so it spreads the weight out better.
How does that affect our roads? I mean, we post the roads for big trucks.
Yep.
And we allow oil trucks and ambulances. And,
Well, we still let people run when it's cold out.
yeah.
Yep, if it's, cold at night, they're allowed to run the next morning, and this time of year it gets shorter and shorter, because in the beginning of the season, they can run till, I don't know, say noontime, where it gets up to,
But if we have a March snowstorm when the roads are posted, now we're driving a 10-wheeler that's full of sand on it.
yep, the secret is stay away from the edges. If everybody could stay away from the edges, that would be great.
All the more reason why I don't support posting
You're
roads.
still gonna have a 6-wheeler, right? That's
Yeah.
gonna have,
A lot less weight.
well, it's gonna have a little less weight, 1 axle on back, not 2, spreading out the weight. I mean, we still get, 9 yards in the back of it, as
That's-
opposed to 13.
I'd be interested to know what the weight per wheel is on the difference between a 6-wheeler and a 10-wheeler,
And we still let all the other trucks run too, so you're not stopping all the traffic.
right?
That's, So there'll just be a couple days probably that, and if it's snowing, we're out there, it should be cold enough. We're letting all the other trucks run too at that point.
Okay. I had to ask the question.
No, I get
and,
it.
I'm not
And
sure-
it's probably somebody that, you know, has never had a commercial license and doesn't know the difference between the two vehicles and,
Well, okay, I'm not sure the conversation is over, but it is for tonight anyways.
so we can
Thank you.
certainly look into it a little bit for you.
I would,
Okay.
I would.
But there's a reason why all the other towns in the state are doing it as well.
It'd be nice to have justification.
Okay.
I asked the same question when we first got, I wasn't. w- working
Hey,
for
I'm
the
just
town
giving
back
you
at the
more
time.
ammo to get away, to do away with the sign posting.
Well, yeah, if you could justify the need for a 10-wheeler versus,
And we haul our own
One
sand.
tons.
So substantially faster hauling sand.
okay. Maybe come up with a justification.
Okay. But we've had the 10-wheeler, it's been what, I don't know, 12, 13 years now that we've had 10-wheelers? This is not even our first one.
I know. Okay. Asking the question.
Yep, I get it. Somebody asks you, you gotta
I
find
gotta
an
ask,
answer.
I have to give it due diligence. You're absolutely right.
Okay, and that's fine. We can work on that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any further questions for the
I
road
do
agent?
not. I
Okay.
appreciate the update.
Very good.
I do. I feel like we should put out a paving request for proposal.
Oh,
and get
yeah.
bids. And, one second, so what actually passed at town meeting was a paving expendable trust fund, and there's 620,000 in that fund. And so I think that selectmen should probably hear which roads you think are the most important and come back and see how that would fit with the 620.
Okay,
And then
well,
we can put it out to bid.
Well, I'll tell you what we were looking at. We were looking at top coating Pine Mill.
Yeah, that's a definite.
Yep, Harvest Lane. And I believe option 1 of New Road.
which I wanna have somebody look at that as well, get a second opinion on that, cause that took it pretty hard this year as well. Frost was not our friend this year.
No, but if it took it pretty hard, that was all after the budget process.
Correct.
We only
Yep.
bu-
Yeah,
we
exactly.
only budgeted for your option 1. And of course, the 98,000 for drag shimming on Sodom Road, and in the areas that are necessary, not the whole thing either. Probably the eastern half, from 171 to probably your garage.
That's the worst shape. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've driven it.
I have.
Okay, yep. That is by far the worst. And that was kind of my mind too, if we had to only do part of it this year.
Yep.
That's a section.
But it's
I
not
have
going to
in
be
mind.
top coat. It's going to be a shim this year.
Yep. Well, we weren't, I was hoping to do some grinding, just do a base coat if it comes to it, but I don't think there's enough money to go far. That would
No.
only probably bring us to, I don't know, maybe to New Road, from 171 to New Road, maybe.
Yeah, that doesn't. You got some pretty bad area between.
I know, but
between New Road and the bridge even.
I feel, we need to have somebody, a little bit more intelligent than I that, knows if the pavement's gonna stick to that. That's my professional opinion. Because it's coming up and we're putting down the coal patch, it's only like this thick. It comes right back up pretty quickly. So if we top coat, if it's delaminating now and we put another coat on it, what's gonna stop it from delaminating?
State shims all the time.
I know.
Every year they're shimming somewhere, and they let it run the winter
Well, they let it run for like 7 years. is what-
or more. A year, yeah, a year or more. They'll shim it and let it run.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 171 was shimmed.
So yeah, I'm good.
Maybe 70
Unless you strongly convince me otherwise.
Well, it won't be me. It will have to be somebody that's got a little bit more knowledge about it and tells me this is a good idea or it's not. I mean, I hate to throw good money after something that's just not going to work.
Do you have somebody in mind for that conversation, or?
I do.
Do some research.
From Allstate, we've used them for the last few years. And they actually, the guy that we have that comes and gives us a price and has good knowledge of it, used to work for another paving company that took over. I mean, that it was bought from. So, yeah, I think Charlie's been in the business for probably 40 years. So, I think he's a good person to talk to. I might even call one of the other paving companies that we've talked to in the past.
You can direct solicit, but we gotta put this out to bid.
Correct. So yeah, I'm meeting with him this week. He just got to the hospital, not this week, next week, sorry. He just got to the hospital this week, so give him a little time to recoup, and then he'll be over here next week. I think he said Tuesday's the day that he plans on meeting.
Okay.
But I would like somebody's professional opinion, and I will probably even call another company. I just want to make sure that top coating, or not top coating it, but even putting another layer over it's gonna stay.
You got $98,303 to work with.
Unless we don't do harvest or something, that's another option. We'd have to figure it out, but, I mean, and this has happened before. This is not the first time where a road took it really rough. We paved a section of Dame Road that wasn't even on the list one year because it got beat up really bad. In the selectmen, we went for a ride, we looked at it and said, yeah, this is worse than what we were gonna pave on another road, so
Okay.
it happens.
All right. Further discussion to follow.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right, thank you.
I'm all set. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's see.
Oh. We didn't go over his new rates.
No, we didn't.
He'll be back.
But we have them. I mean, it's not like they're gonna change.
No.
This isn't exactly a negotiation, but we are at least aware of what they're gonna be for the next year. That's not much of an increase. $5 here, $10 there. It's really not much of an increase. And I bet it's mostly due to fuel. Because fuel's,
I imagine the paving will.
Feels
change
crazy.
as a result of fuel also.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, asphalt. All right, so we're gonna get back to the work at hand. We've done correspondence. Minutes, we have minutes to go over now. This just magically appeared. But what did I do with them?
Okay.
Thank you. These are the minutes that were sent to us electronically.
Yes.
Have you had a chance to read
I
them?
can.
I would accept a motion for the minutes of Wednesday, February 25th, Monday, March 16th, and Monday, March 23rd. You actually can't vote on
And there was one that was prior to, I believe.
March 16th. You were here. Yeah, the February 25th. So I'm going to make a motion that we accept the minutes of February 25th. Can she even vote? Can she second?
I don't know how that works.
I don't think she can second, but then she would abstain.
Yeah.
Right, I think I would abstain on that
Yeah.
one, and then we would do a second vote for the other two, or?
Yeah, the other two are fine because you were selectman then. But
The 25th.
but February 25th you weren't. I'm the only one here that was a selectman on the 25th. So we'll do it that way. I'm going to make a motion to accept the minutes of February 25th, 2026 as presented. You can second.
I can second.
Okay. You do second?
I do second.
You do
yes.
second. I'm going to vote in favor, and you're going to abstain. I think that's all we can do. Okay. And we have March 16th and March 23rd that you were selectman at that time. So I will make a motion that we accept the minutes for March 16th and March 23rd as presented.
And I second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Items.
You can circle back to public comments.
Maybe at the end.
Oh, okay.
Public comment? We had a public comment at the beginning.
Yeah, but it was actually at 4:20.
Okay,
It was early.
all right. Fine. Fine. Well, we're close to the end anyways.
Okay.
And that we may say something that might upset the people that are here, and they might have something to say.
Highly probable.
So,
On the consent calendar.
town administrator and selectmen's updates. Oh, wait a minute, correspondence. I didn't do correspondence. We have a resignation.
No, there's no cups. Get a cup.
Oh, I have it in my.
Oh, okay.
Our secretary Caitlin from the Tuftonboro Conservation Commission has resigned.
Unknown caller.
I have to take this. Excuse me. Recess. 5 minutes. Sorry for the interruption. So we had a letter of resignation from our Conservation Commission. So do we have an advertisement going out for a secretary to replace both Budget Committee Secretary and Conservation Commission?
Yes,
Okay, excellent.
this
So-
week in the paper.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
All right, so if anybody out there in YouTube land wants to be a secretary for our Budget Committee and Conservation Commission, we'd love to have you apply.
And I did put a note in for both of those because I read that Friday before I submitted it.
Oh, for the Tuftonboro Times article?
Yes, so
Excellent.
those are both in there.
Great, thank you. We have a note from our town clerk. Our Boston Post cane recipient last year passed away. So the next in line also recently passed away, and we have someone who is next in line who is interested. Is it okay to say the name before he accepts, or should we ask him first? I think we should ask him first.
Okay.
But I think we should actually absolutely ask this gentleman if he's interested in accepting the Boston Post cane.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Cool. The top one on the list. And if he accepts, then we'll make it public. Cool. Standard dredge and fill wetlands permit application. Stantec. This looks like the Stantec.
The landfill monitoring report.
Yeah. Oh, this is the report.
Yes,
Excellent. Excellent.
and Stantec sent it on the 27th for signature, and it was due on the 31st. So I went ahead and signed it,
Okay.
and they argued with me, other towns, their town administrator signs it, and I argued back, and then I read the due date and the state, and I'm like, let's just get it in. 'cause-
It's just a confirmation of receipt.
Yes,
It's not, you didn't make a decision on behalf of the selectmen. It's
Correct.
just a confirmation that you received it.
correct.
I'm fine with that. Are you fine with
I'm
that?
okay with that.
The next monitoring is in April. I do not have a new contract from them yet,
Okay,
so I'm expecting one by the end of the week.
all right. Lakes Region Humane Society has sent us a thank you note for our donation. New Hampshire Lakes sent us a thank you note. Vertical Bridge.
Payment.
This is a rental payment for our 2 cell towers. We have a cell tower here at the highway garage and another one at the fire department that we rent out the land. So we collect rent. Caregivers of Southern Carroll County, thank you note. And a notice of a Board of Adjustment hearing. They're going to have a hearing Wednesday, April 15th at 7 p.m. at the town offices. There are 2 variance applications. That's it for correspondence.
There is a clipped item on the front of it. When you open the folder, we clipped it too, I don't think.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that.
Okay.
Camp Belknap hosts usually 2 events every year, and they invite the members of town government. So please join us for the Camp Belknap Community and Neighbor Open House. They also invite their neighbors. It's an open house just to bring everybody up to speed on what they're doing, show off the camp. It's a nice little dinner. Appetizers. It's not a dinner. It's appetizers and refreshments. It's a nice little thing. I usually go.
Very nice. When is the date?
Yeah, oh, sorry. It's Sunday, June 14th. These are all of us to sign. Town administrator and selectmen's updates.
Do you want a minimum bid on Jack's truck? And do you have an idea of what that would be?
I have no idea what it's worth. But I think that we should take a minimum bid, because if somebody bids $1 and they're the only person that bid, they get the truck. So what I think we need to do is find out what the book value of the truck is and deduct a certain amount for the failed transmission and use that as our as a baseline for coming up with a minimum bid. So say the truck is worth $5,000 and I don't know, I'm just throwing out numbers, and the transmission's worth $2,000, we take a minimum bid of $2,500 or something like that.
The ones I looked at online were significantly more money.
Yep.
And Jack did look up the Blue Book on it. So do you want to do like 2,500 on the Blue Book? I don't remember what the Blue Book was, but it was.
Well, I know transmission's got to be at least
The transmission has not failed.
It has not failed yet. It's public knowledge. We've talked about this before.
I know.
In public.
So people can do their research, you know, so if you have a minimum bid of 5,000 and we don't get any, we just put it out again, like we did with one of the police cruisers, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think that it should be a number under Blue Book. You're not going to get any bids if you advertise it at Blue Book.
Yeah, no, it would be under.
But I think a couple $1,000s on a Blue Book is probably a fair.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you.
But if the truck's only worth $2,000, then
Yeah, no, it's several thousand.
okay.
Used
The-
trucks are going for a lot of money still. these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Hampshire Electric Co-op went out and did an inspection of the solar on Thursday.
Mhm.
So I expect that will be up and running pretty quickly. And then I talked to Rachel at Revision Energy. She will walk us through the whole tax credit process, but we will not receive that money this calendar year. It'll be for next year,
Okay.
because it has to be up and running in order to apply for that credit. And then they also sent me a package to allow a ribbon cutting marketing, and they use that, you know, our site as one of their marketing.
Sure. I don't have a problem with that. I
Okay.
think it's a great. I think
Yeah.
stuff like that's great publicity.
And I asked about the fencing because we thought there was gonna be chain link fence at one point.
I don't know where that thought came from.
The fencing that's there is animal friendly,
Mm-hmm.
so small animals can move in and out of it, and
Little bunny foo-foo
yes,
will be able to get through without
Yeah.
choking himself.
yeah.
Okay.
So that was, that's why they've gone in the direction of, they called it some kind of animal fence.
Yeah, I saw the fence.
Yeah,
It's going to keep the honest people out.
right.
Same as a chain link fence.
And then, all the employees have received their, increases and retro and, reviews, and I have yet to get you the police job to date update. I'll email that to you this week.
Okay.
That's what I have.
Okay. And you were working on a couple of job descriptions. How are we doing
Yeah.
with those?
I have Cammie's just about done. Mine's in process.
Okay. Very good.
Great.
You all
I'm done.
you good?
I'm good.
You
I
good?
was wondering about the job descriptions, but you covered that.
And you got your article submitted to.
The articles are in.
Good job.
I
Thank
did
you.
3 of them, so they should have plenty of content
All right.
for this next issue.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'll get you that picture you asked me about.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be great.
And I don't have anything to update. So that being said, I'm going to open up the floor to public comment.
Well, I came in to talk about something.
Name?
Max Ledoux.
Thank you.
You might be aware of this, but it was reported on, and then I got the police report to see all the details as well. But there was an illegal alien living in town who was arrested by Tufton Borough for assaulting a woman. And I asked Jamie, Chief Hathcock, if Tufton Borough participates in the program with ICE, which is called 287G, and he said no. And I see in the police report that doesn't mean that Tufton Borough Police didn't talk to ICE, because Sergeant Lefebvre did. But the facts as I know them are that this guy was arrested for assaulting a woman. Tufton Borough Police took him to the jail in Ossipee, the county jail. They don't participate in this program either, so he was then let go. In the interim, he had been ordered by the court not to have any contact with this woman who was a Tufton Borough resident. He immediately did that, so then he was re-arrested by Ossipee, and they participated in this program. So they took him to, Ossipee took him to Stratford County Jail so that he could be deported. So, I'm just wondering why on earth wouldn't we participate in this program? Because it would take a, I forgot to mention, he was wanted for homicide in El Salvador. So here's a violent criminal alien in our town. Why wouldn't our police department? And as I said, Sergeant Lefebvre did talk to ICE, but I laid out what happened. And maybe there's with federal government, there's always strings attached. So maybe there's a reason why we don't. Tufton Borough doesn't participate, and Carroll County Jail not participating is obviously out of our control, but also seems odd. So anyway, I wanted to bring that to your attention. You may already.
No, I was unaware.
Yeah.
And I thought I read somewhere that the Carroll County Sheriff does participate.
They do not.
But they do not, you're saying. Interesting.
The deputy, what would you call it? Like the second in command?
Chief Deputy.
Chief Deputy, Mr. Young,
Mhm.
Rich Young, he told me himself that they don't participate. I mean, I was in the room when he said that. He was at a meeting. So they don't participate in that. And I believe that is a decision that the county commissioners control in terms of the jail. But yeah, those are the facts that I know. And I read the Jamie sent me the police report. This guy, was a violent criminal illegal alien that
Sure. Well, it's a fair question, but frankly, the chief and the board of selectmen have never had that discussion
Okay.
in any form. So there's been no formal request of the selectmen's opinion. So we haven't even had the opportunity to share our opinion. If you want to get down to the root of the matter, I would go right to the chief and ask him.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if the selectmen had ever had that discussion before.
No, we haven't.
And, this is hopefully never going to happen again, but
Yeah, but you never know.
it's kind of shocking to find out about.
Absolutely. You see it on the news all the time, and to find out that it happened in your own neighborhood is
Yeah.
disturbing,
Yeah.
at the very least.
He was living in North Country Village.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, well,
And he didn't speak English.
yeah, I've got a daughter that lives in North Country Village, so that's even closer to home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I'll share my opinion, and if the conversation ever does come to the Board of Selectmen, I personally would support it.
Yeah.
But I can't speak for Jenna or whoever is going to sit in that chair.
Sure.
Right. And I'm happy to share my opinion. I would support it as well. 'Cause
Yeah.
we need to keep the community safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know all of the details about that program, but what I've read is, I mean, I looked at the ICE website, and for instance, like, one of the reasons cited for the county not doing it was expense for training, but the ICE website says that the federal government pays for the training for the local police department, which, you know,
Right.
we still pay for, but
Right.
that the town doesn't.
It's offset anyways. Yeah.
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 So, but I'm, not claiming to know everything about the program.
Right. No, it's a fair
But
question.
I think it's worth asking about.
Yeah, I'm not going to personally ask the chief myself. I'm not going to tell him how to run his department. But if he brings it forward to me, I will absolutely support it. I'll tell you that.
So you don't think that that's something that the selectmen, this type of decision is not something that the selectmen,
I'd want to have
Correct.
I'd want to have the discussion with the chief first,
yeah,
because frankly, I don't know a whole lot about the program. I see what they do on the news. I know what they're doing, what I see on TV, but as far as the details of the program, I guess I would need to know a lot more about it first.
this specifically was ICE asked the county jail, just hold on to him until we get there. And they said no. So Ossipee Police, because they participated in this program, they drove him to Stratford County Jail.
Yeah.
Because they participated and they held him until ICE showed up. So it's, it's mostly, since we don't, do we have cells at the new place?
We have one holding cell.
Okay, so,
But it's a holding cell
yeah,
for processing.
right.
It's,
Anyway, so-
they're still going to end up at county jail.
Yeah, but if ICE is like, well, we can be there in 3 hours.
Right. Right. Right.
Hypothetically speaking.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks for bringing it forward.
Yep, and not saying it's like roses and buttons, but, worth thinking
Yep.
about.
Yep. Bob,
No,
you're good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, then, if you're all set, you're all set?
Yeah, did
Alright.
you make a decision about your third gal?
We narrowed it down to 2 applicants, which we're going to interview in a work session later on this week. And then when we make the decision, we'll announce that publicly. But we narrowed it down to 2.
They had 8, which was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. All right. And I'm going to close the public comment. Any other business that we need to take care of tonight? I know that we have some signatures to do, but
Yeah, Kim Belknap did offer to have the employee volunteer celebration there again this fall. Would you like to do that?
yeah, I would.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be great.
All right. Cool. And they're going to give us another certificate of another insurance form that a waiver that we have to sign.
Maybe.
I still have a problem with that. And you can tell them ahead of time too. They're inviting us to their place, but they're making us sign a waiver. I got a problem with that.
Is that in case you want to jump on the water trampoline?
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. All right. See no other business that we have to take care of tonight other than the signing things that we've already approved. I would entertain a motion.
And
To
I
adjourn?
second.
I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
And I will motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.